Thank you very much. Hello and welcome to the StandPoint. Today is a special edition of the StandPoint, and it's all about Goil, but really not about Goil as a company, but what they can do for us as a people. How safe is your kitchen? There are things that we take for granted as women. We get up in the morning, go to the kitchen, switch on the electrical appliances, the gas, whatever it is, and it's business as usual. But sometimes things go wrong. We've all heard about gas explosions in the home, sometimes gas leakages and causing problems, especially when there are children in the house. 2017. The StandPoint, our theme is the woman as an achiever. And I've told you over and over again, when we talk about women being achievers, we're not talking about getting money, all the money in the world, no, but being successful in every aspect of your life. Making sure that when you put your mind to doing something or achieving something in your life, you do achieve it. And staying safe and healthy is part of it. I have 3 people here in the studio who are going to educate us on how to stay safe in our kitchen, especially with the use of the gas. My name is Gifty, and welcome to the StandPoint. And as usual, I say thank you to GTP for my cloth, Ophelia Crossland Design sews for me, Paba Cosmetics, ever faithful Paba, always provide a makeup product applied by a makeup and a more. My accessories today, actually my earring, is by Kua Designs, and they are at La, near the trade fair. We take a break. When we come back, we are going to get some very, very good education. Welcome back to the Stand. Remember, this program is also aired on ABN TV, which is across Western Europe, parts of Canada, Asia, and North Africa. Our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh, is powered by Dream Oval. And anytime you miss any episode of the StandPoint, just go there and have a review. You know, it's good to refresh your memory every now and then. And we also link to our YouTube channel. Now, today we are going to talk about how to keep your kitchen safe. And the question is, how safe is your kitchen when it comes to the usage of the gas? We all have gases in our kitchen. Somehow we do, because we need it. Let me say thank you to our sponsors. African Women's Development Fund, AWDF, supporting African women's rights organizations across Africa. Tinatet Herbal, they produce Tinatet Venicare and Tomacare. Auntie Mary's Baby Grind Mixture and Nescoffer Blood Tonic, produced by Ernest Chemist. Wilma Africa House of Frito, they produce Frito cooking oil, and Fortune Rice. Fortune Rice comes in 3 types. They have the green packaged one, which is very good for the soft dishes, omutuo and rice water. The orange packaged one, very good for wache. And then the wine packaged one, good for jollof rice and a fried rice. And of course, Goil. And Winnipah and Kasa. Goil, good energy. Goil, dear, homegrown oil is from Ghana. So when you buy oil, you invest in Ghana. Let's make sure that we patronize what is produced here so that we can develop Ghana. Well, seated next to me is my brother, my colleague, and my friend Robert Chure, who's the Public Relations Manager of Goil Ghana. Welcome to the StandPoint.
Thank you, Gifty.
Next to him, I have Mrs. Abigail Obriose, who is the Marketing Executive of Goil. Welcome.
Thank you.
And then next to Mrs. Obriose is Mr. William Mensah, Lubricant Manager, Technical and Support Product, Goil. Welcome.
Thank you.
How's Goil going?
We're doing fine. Well, so far, so good. But let me first take the opportunity to congratulate you and to thank you for the wonderful job you're doing for women and for the country Ghana.
Thank you. We try to do our best. But, you know, Goil has evolved over the years.
Yes.
Some time ago, we didn't respect Goil that much. Yeah. Even the appearance of your fuel stations and all that. But it seems things have changed.
Yes.
Now, Goil is a force to reckon with.
Yes. Yes. I mean, it didn't come by chance. Over the years, just as you said, Goil had been there since 1960. first as Ajib Company Limited, private company entity. And later, in 1974, government of Ghana bought shares and converted the name to Ghana Oil Company Limited. So Ghana became the owner of GOIL.
Okay.
Then we have gone through our ups and downs. First as a purely state enterprise. Then the turnaround came somewhere around the 80s and the 90s. Now, it was converted into a limited liability company.
Okay.
In 2007, thereabout.
Okay.
Then we listed on the stock exchange. And then the next, we catapulted into what we are today.
Okay.
But basically, what we have done over the years, it started, I should say, with the major rebranding exercise that we undertook between 2010, 2012, thereabouts.
Okay. Mrs. Obiro says, so GOIL is now wholly Ghanaian owned?
Yes,
Wholly Ghanaian?
wholly Ghanaian.
Are you able to, nothing Ghanaian, actually, wholly Ghanaian seems to be working well. So how come GOIL is doing so well?
Yeah, it's from hard work. In fact, Ghanaians, we love working, okay? So we try as much as possible to put in our best to see the company grow. Over the years, GOIL has, after the rebranding, we have actually grown from one milestone to the other.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see us today, as you are testifying to it, it's all about hard work.
Right. Hard work.
Hard work.
What are some of the products that GOIL produces?
We are into marketing of fuels, that's petroleum products, fuels. We are into aviation, where we fuel the airlines, the planes. And then we are also into bunkering. We fuel the boats and then the ships on the high, yeah. We are into lubricants and then LPG gas as well.
Okay. I realized that when you said lubricant, you looked at William. Okay, so let me go to William. Okay, so when we talk about the lubricants, what exactly are we to go? You know, as women, in fact, I know what lubricants to use for my car and everything. Yeah, I know some, not all, but break it down, you know, for us.
Well, basically, like she said, GOIL is into lubricants, all the classes of lubricants. And I won't talk about lubricants or oils like the layman will put them. You know, we have various classes of lubricants, from the engine oils, which is very common to us. We have the hydraulic oils, the transmission oils, the greases, and the specialty products. Now, GOIL, we market all the grades and the classes of lubricants. And I'm proud to say that in the market, GOIL lubricant is the most preferred. And that is actually a plus for us.
And this is based on survey that you have done?
Oh, yes. It's a fact, actually. It's a main fact. It's a fact, yeah.
That people prefer your
it's a fact,
lubricants.
Yeah, that is, yeah. That is
Robert,
case, yeah.
I'm sure you're itching to add something to it.
Yes, I mean, the key thing is that we first spoke about the Ghanaianness, if I should put it that way, of the entity GOIL. And it didn't come just by chance. The toil and sweat of the people. And that goes to show, for instance, that it is not, let me put it this way, it's a wrong impression that when people go around and say Ghanaian companies cannot rise to the level that it is so painful. But the example of GOIL tells you that there's something good in the Ghanaian. When properly harnessed, we can achieve a lot. Now, this is a company that has come from much more of an obscurity up to the stage where we are now the number one. So you should know that something very good has come. The key thing is that this was done by Ghanaians. So far, every staff that you find in GOIL is a Ghanaian, locally trained mostly. You understand? So there's something good. It is not by chance that we have risen to this stage. We have gone through bad, times and challenging periods. But over time, we have learned our lesson and positioned GOIL. We want to leap again forward to become not only a Ghanaian, a Ghanaian company, but a transnational company. Now we can go to West Africa, and say that there is something good in the Ghanaian, there's something good from GOIL, that we can also testify.
Yeah.
And there are examples to show as we go along. We'll tell you what we are doing and
Right.
how the future holds bright for
but
us.
Abigail, wouldn't you say that sometimes maybe the kind of leadership you've had in recent times also has contributed to where you are today?
It's true. It's true. Like Robert rightly said, we have attained so many awards over the years. But recently, our MD, that's the group CEO, was even adjourned the best marketing man of 2015
Right.
by CIMG.
CIMG.
So you can tell that the leaders are also a key factor or key role players when it comes to our successes.
Okay. Now you sold your company enough. We'll come to how women can benefit from it, and for me, it's gas. So let me take a break. When we come back, I'll come to you, William, for you to break it down, because I can bet you before Robert joined Girl, he didn't know. Just like I don't know. I'm not coming to learn. While you're watching the StandPoint, I must say, acknowledge the presence in our studio audience of staff from Girl Ghana. Please put your hands together for yourselves. And they make sure that they intentionally brought to beautiful ladies. But we love beautiful ladies, so it's all good. We take a break. When we come back, we continue this discussion. But let me say thank you to our supporters, Matamis, for giving us the port. House of Foods, Auntie Vera, as always, thank you so much. Cake Techniques, we are grateful to you for supporting us all these years. Yep Cleaning Services takes care of our environment. And again, we are grateful to Gogot Yogurt. As a woman, how many times do I even have to tell you? Yogurt is very, very good for you. Very healthy, and it's a meal on its own. If you're sick, you can eat, you can take in anything, you have yogurt, you're good to go. And when we are talking about yogurt, you go for Gogot Yogurt. We take a break. When we come back, we find out how we can keep our kitchens safe. Okay, welcome back to the StandPoint. Let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth Ophelia Crossline designs. So it's for me, Paba Cosmetics always provides us with a makeup product and applied by makeup and more. My earrings today by Core Designs. William,
Yes.
how are we keeping our kitchen safe?
Well, I would say generally our kitchens in the homes are, should I say, more of them are like, the waiting time bombs, really. Because there are a whole lot of errors, a whole lot of mistakes we make in our kitchen, especially regarding the use of LPG. For instance, there's light off, and you have to turn on some lights or something to look for a leak. For instance, maybe you just came downstairs from your house, from your room, and you realize that there was a gas leak because of the smell you could detect. One major mistake people make is that they want to light a match to look for a leak in the kitchen. It's like just introducing or pulling your trigger if you have a gun, actually. So that's a big mistake, actually. But it's something reflexive in that, once there's a leak somewhere, you hear the noise, the sound, you want to just turn the match. If normally in a rural setting like that, you want to turn the match and look for, hey, where is the leak coming from?
But even now, I mean, and the normal without the lights off, William, sometimes you can smell some guy and they will tell you that, I mean, we take it from, it's not as gas, so you will smell it somehow.
And that's what makes it dangerous, because for LPG, basically, you need only about between 2 and 10% by volume in air to form that explosive mixture. So as low as 2%. So that 2% may look so insignificant, but that very small quantity in air can cause that explosion that you wouldn't expect. So it's not, most of the time we say, it's okay, it's quite small. But you need as low as 2% of LPG in air.
So under normal circumstances, you shouldn't even smell it in the air.
It shouldn't be. That
shouldn't be at all.
That shouldn't be. That shouldn't be.
It's a trigger warning.
Okay.
And let me add that the smell in the LPG, it's not its characteristic smell.
Okay.
It's been added artificially, called mercaptans, added to help us detect the leakage. And there are 3 ways. Basically, the whole idea is that to get all our senses, the sight, the smell, and the sound to detect what do you call it, the leakage. The smell, of course, the mercaptan chemical is added to it to make sure we can smell. And two, if it's leaking, you can hear the sound, that hissing sound.
Yeah.
And three, your sight, if there's a major leakage, you find that part of the line kind of frost, kind of quite wet or cold.
Okay.
Or sometimes you might find the flies, house flies around that portion.
Okay.
So all this, at least if one of your senses, is going to say, is a bit flawed or somehow, at least there are other senses to use to detect leakage. Yeah.
But is it advisable to actually keep the LPG cylinder inside the kitchen, or you have to keep it outside?
It's better being kept outside, because most often than not, the kitchen is most of the time warm in the first case. And then being inside the kitchen too, you realize that, because our kitchens are not normally that big, so that kind of proximity to the burner, which is not safe at all. So it's preferred to be kept outside, in a place which is much more ventilated, airy, to disperse any leak, if need be, should there be any leakage.
Okay.
So it's better kept outside.
Actually, most of the time, we realize that when you hear the scent, even the valves on the cylinders, when you realize that it's not fitted, some place stones, that kind of things on it, it's very dangerous. The moment you hear that or you realize that it's not fitting well, you better look for a qualified person to look at it for you. Yeah.
And to add to that, if I should add to that, a typical LPG cylinder has been designed as such, take into consideration all the safety points that should be added to. And for instance, you find some people, they have their cylinders, the ring, the bottom ring, the foot ring, it's off.
Yeah.
Or you find the collar, that's where you hold the bottle with, off. And in particular with the foot ring, every LPG storage container or vessel or tank, you see it's designed in such a way that, it's curvy. You don't really find any sharp edge like, water tank kind of thing. Now, the foot ring is placed there to allow it to be stable.
Okay.
So you can stand upright. But where it's off, you realize that, we push stones, and that's very dangerous. You see it, those selling by the roadside, they have the foot ring off, they chop it with stones to hold it in place. And just imagine if, for instance, you have a little child walking across and the leg, or even yourself, hitting the hose, that could topple it down. When that happens, the hose may come out. And of course, what happened is obvious. So, if your bottle is damaged, please just
get rid of it and get a new one.
Life is more precious.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I hear that, when you go and fill it or you buy it and it's a car, you get home, it has to settle for a while before you connect it to.
Yeah, it's better so because, because of the nature of the product, it's quite volatile, very volatile. So the least agitation, of course, there's kind of the cool pressure build up. So hence it's advisable to just let it settle a bit to avoid, that pressure build up due to the agitation, shaking, maybe whilst bringing home from the retail outlet. Yeah.
One of my worries is the attendants, the way they handle, and for anybody at all, the way you handle the gas cylinder yourself, the way you push it, because if you lift it higher and you just drop it harder, it's a danger sign. It can explode. So many of these things, people don't take a lot of precautionary measures to avoid. And it's a danger sign that if you are home, you need to avoid, for instance, children coming nearer to gas cylinders. It is not good because you as an adult, it's even very difficult when to notice or to identify faults that come. So some of these basic things, as good as my sister said, we are on this platform. And it's not only for women, for men as well. Because you may not know that if you turn the knob of your gas, it shouldn't go to the very end before you light it. Because if you do that, it is very common. You see the flame coming out.
Yeah.
And how the distance between you lighting it and the gas itself, there should be some distance. Otherwise, you can burn your hands, sometimes even your face. So basic things that we need to send out to people, they must be sent out.
Even the procedure of lightening the burner is also something we have to look at. Before you turn on your burner or you light it, you first have to light the match. Yeah, before you turn on the stove. Yes.
Okay.
So if you send a child to go and heat water for me, go and do this, that child is not trained, and you can tell the problem that may come up.
Well, let me take another break. When we come back, we'll continue this discussion. Welcome back. The StandPoint is sponsored by the African Women Development Fund, Tinated Herbal, and Eskemis. They produce Auntie Mary's Baby Gripe Mixture and Nescofa Blood Tonic. Wilma Africa produce Frytol cooking oil and Fortune Rice, which comes in 3 types. The green packaged one, which is very good for mutu and rice water. The orange packaged one, very good for wache. And then the wine packaged one, good for jollof rice and fried rice. And of course, guel and hunipa and kasa. And now, back to Abigail. It's like, I'm sure everybody watching today will panic. But as Ghanaians, we've lived with it. Yes, it's like that. Nothing will happen. I'm careful. We take things for granted.
Exactly.
How seriously should we take this advice that you've given us with regards to how to handle the LPG bottle? You call it bottle, and we call it cylinder, or whatever it is.
Yes, it's very serious. In fact, we shouldn't give chances to any unforeseen to happen, anything to happen, yeah. So as we are educating Ghanaians, we want everyone to take it serious. We need to desist from that attitude, yeah.
Right.
Because quite recently there has been a lot of explosions here and there, and you wouldn't like it to happen in your home.
Yeah.
So there's a need for us to change our attitude.
And the sad part and the dangerous aspect of it, Robert, is that sometimes it may not happen in your home, but in your neighbor's house, and it will affect your house as well.
Yeah. Exactly. That is the danger of the chemical, the gas that we talk about, because you can be somewhere very close, even not necessarily very, very close, but a bit far away, but it can happen to you. And the danger is more felt when you realize that there's even a campaign going on for people to switch on from the wood to gas as a source of energy in our homes. And if we want to promote that, there's a need for us to go along in tandem with the education about the safety tips. That's very necessary. And that's how we GOIL, we've taken it upon ourselves. Let me even say as a corporate social responsibility, because we are socially minded as an organization to do that, to give these safety tips to people that they may know that inherent in the benefits that we have for gas, there's also the danger in there. So we are not frightening people, but we're also drawing their attention to it that anything that is good, there are inherent dangers, and that people must take absolute
I know
care.
William has some tips for us, but I want you to reserve it for, the end of the program, so that it will stick in people's mind. But Abigail, Robert just mentioned something that I know about GOIL, because now my husband's village has benefited from it. The corporate social responsibility, you engage in that a lot.
Yes, we do a lot. We do. We recently commissioned a number of boreholes for some communities. We actually do research to find out where the need be, and then we go in there to support. Right. Quite recently, we supported the blood bank. Okay. Yeah, we organized some staff to donate blood for the blood bank. Okay. Yeah, that is the Kolibo Blood Bank. And we also donated a bus for them. Yeah. So we do quite a lot.
Oh, okay.
Just recently, we are just back from distributing 1,000 beds to hospitals across the country.
Sure.
Realizing that at the hospitals, people need beds, and there's a shortage of beds, and there are implications on that on healthcare delivery, and particularly maternal care.
Right.
So it is incumbent on a socially minded organization like GOIL to do that. And one of the things that we do very, very well is also to provide people with boreholes, needed areas with boreholes.
Yeah, and I must say that thanks to GOIL, the Little Republic of Edumasa has a borehole. We have very good, drinking water now.
I'm happy about
connected to various homes, and before then, the women had to go to the stream, travel a bit, and this work, and we are indeed grateful. And the StandPoint too, we have a charity, the Girl in Need Foundation. When we started, GOIL also gave us some money to support, but it was one time, it didn't come again.
You see, everybody must get his or her share. So that's why we distribute fairly.
But
you see, that goes to support.
it should come again.
We can't promise that, but let's others also benefit. That's why we say that whatever money that we make from these things that we sell, we bring the profits back into the country by investing in people, investing in the need of people.
Right.
So that is why our mantra goes at Yaedia, because we benefit directly from some of these things that we sell.
Okay. But Abigail, I know you like me, so let it come again.
Yes. It's within a Sojaman
district.
Sojaman district, we have actually supplied, we've given borehole to Abuasan.
Abuasan, yes.
Afegusu has benefited.
Okay.
Boso has also benefited. Yes. So we are in your area.
Yes, I can tell. No, this the Girl in Need Foundation is different.
Oh, okay.
From and then we have the Award and So Reading Project too.
Yes.
So that one to the library, come and support us.
We
have books, but we don't have somewhere to. We are renovating some structure that they get to. So when you support us, we'll come. You come, but you do well. You do all.
Thank you very much.
We salute
Thank you very much.
You do well.
We only appeal. I take an appeal that just as we are doing this, what the money we use is, the support that consumers give us by buying our products. And let me also add that, GOIL is listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. There are over 16,000 shareholders.
That's right.
Mostly Ghanaians and Ghanaian companies, right? So at the end of every year, and shares are declared, the share is declared, it goes to the shareholders. They reinvest back into the country. Right. And that is what is good about GOIL. That is what is distinct about our Ghana Oil Company Limited. So it goes to show that we are part of the system, and therefore people should patronize. And not only that, we sell some of the best products.
Right.
And I'm sure Abigail will testify about that, because she's been in the marketing detail for
Exactly. Our fuels, we have actually given it some additives. They are additivated products. Okay, we have the XP3 in them, which enhances the performance of our engines for our vehicles. So it's not like we just want to market or make noise that's by Ghanaian, but we actually give the best to customers. And even the lubricants we have in the system also are of best quality, which we can enjoy from.
Okay.
So, let me add that, she just talked about chemically activated products, the gasoline or super and diesel. I believe GOIL is the only company that has publicly come out to do demonstrations on air, proving that our products is actually what we say it is. And I've been to a couple of demos in big organizations where we just give them money, go and buy a fuel from GOIL, and go and get a fuel from elsewhere. And they did a test right there with all the test kits and everything. And it was proven that, yes, what we say our fuel is what it really is.
Yes. Yeah. On that note, conclusion. Find your final word.
The final word before maybe he comes with some
before,
facts, is that GOIL has been in the country. It is an indigenous oil marketing company that we should all be proud of, because we have shown that we can rub shoulders with other institutions, other companies that are based. They have their mother companies outside, and therefore if we have 16,000 shareholders who are Ghanaians and Ghanaian companies, it goes to show that Ghanaians own oil.
Right.
And that's why our mantra is Yaya Dia.
Yeah, yeah.
Yaya Dia means that Ghanaians should support
Yeah.
the company. If Ghanaians support the company, what happens is that they buy our products, the money we get, and we just spoke about our corporate social responsibility programs. They are in here, everybody sees it. At the end of every annual general meeting, they declare shares. Individuals of the 16,000 people get the chance to earn something small and then plow back into the economy. Right. That is how we need to grow our country, rubbing shoulders with international companies outside. Right. That's how we grow, and that's how we want to achieve, and that's where Goel wants to go.
That's where Goel wants to go. Yes, Mrs. Obri.
Yeah, we assure Ghanaians that we are actually operating in a friendly and environmentally friendly manner. Right. So when they buy from us, when they come to our stations, they are sure the place is safe for them, and there isn't going to be, just like we are here educating them on how to use the LPG and all that. So we are ensuring that they can buy from Goel and then have the best at a safe manner.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yes, William.
Our kitchens. Our kitchen is a place where we do find insects, cockroaches, and those flying and non-flying insects. And of course, the next thing to do is to get insecticide. And that's a big mistake too, because the insecticide itself has LPG in it, butane basically, to help disperse the active ingredients in the insecticide. So trying to apply that whilst your flame is on, your burner is on, it's like actually pouring more fuel to fire. That's very dangerous as well. So before you apply your insecticide, make sure that there's no ongoing, no cooking ongoing, no flame before you can apply your insecticide. And again, the kind of flame for LPG flames are bluish. All right. So when you find yours sooty, full of soots, or it's yellowish, that tells you that there is incomplete combustion. That means there are lots of, or there are some unburnt LPG coming out of your burners, not burnt, right? And these are the effects. Sometimes the kitchen, that's your kitchen, so you know kitchen very well. But one day you go there, realize that you are sweating, you are dizzy, you have some headaches, which is quite unusual. And you yourself, you are not well. I mean, you are well, you're okay.
You're feeling,
you just feel that uneasiness, that you are dizzy, feeling headaches. What that could mean, what that could be, is that there could be the unburnt LPG escaping from the burners. And we do see this sometimes in our burners. You find that some portion is on the burner, some portion is off. So the more you stay in that kind of environment, you tend to inhale the LPG itself. And one of the effects of that is that you get dizzy, you get drowsy, you have headaches, you find yourself sweating, you find yourself so tired, you don't understand. So that could be one thing. So all these are signs to tell you that maybe there's something coming out of your, there could be a leak also.
Also, right.
Which you're inhaling. That's
okay. Thank you very much. And of course, if you want to know the rest, go to our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh. Our Facebook page is The StandPoint. So go there, and I promise you from Monday we'll have it there. So go and update yourself on it. We want you safe. We want to be safe, you and your household. Thank you very much, Robert, Abigail, and William, for educating us. Hopefully we can do this again.
Thank you.
Because I'm sure there will be more questions that people will ask. Exactly. And I pray that after this one, you get more platforms to educate, because we need this kind of education. Yeah. We didn't even talk about how you should keep your vehicle, your mobile phones and all that at fuel stations and all that. There's a lot more to be talked about. Right?
And of course, a lot more to, many more people to convert to Goel.
You see, many more people to convert to. After this one, trust me, all the women will go to Goel.
Exactly.
All the women will go to Goel. Well, we take a break. When we come back, I'll give you a bit of me. We've so much promoted what is Western and condemned what is our own that we've remained mediocre for a very long time as a country. For some time, for many years, those of us who wear the African print and the beads were not much respected. But we had to stick to our guns. Well, it started because we couldn't afford the expensive ones anyway, but we fell in love with it, we promoted it, and we are glad that it's come a long way. We've condemned our country for too long. It's about time we sit down and invest in what is ours, what is produced in Ghana, to make Ghana what we expect it to be. Practice makes one perfect. We have to start from somewhere. Let us believe in our own. Let us trust our own. Let us grow our own. So that even if not us, our children will come and live in a better Ghana. A Ghana that is so proud of its own. A Ghana that can do everything on its own. Good health care. Every sector working. You go to other countries and even their healthcare system is a tourist attraction. Let us believe in our own. I've said it over and over again. Yes, this program is specially made for Goyle and not for the sake of they paying to be here, but because it is our own. It is homegrown product. It's a homegrown business that is doing well. It has come a very long way. Let us patronize our own products. As always, I tell you that I'm a woman with super crazy faith in God. And having faith in God is having faith in where God has placed you, that you will succeed there. You will benefit from there. You will grow from there. My name is Ohineye Gifty Auntie, and I'm here by grace. By grace. It wasn't easy promoting Ghana, but I am here, and I'm proud of what I am and who I am as a Ghanaian. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.